Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Hunter Tuned. Today I am just taking my Harley to the post office because got some Hunter Tuned orders hidden down in there. I don't want to show people's addresses, but every compartment on this thing has got a box or packages. So yeah, this is my 2020 Harley Street Glide. And I haven't made a video with this bike since I got it. I've had it a little over a year and haven't done much to it, but I have some big plans coming, so I figured I'm gonna make a video with it in its current state before I do some more modifications to it. But since I got the bike, I just added like an Advan Black tour pack. I did tab, slip-ons, and I did 10-inch bars, new grips. I did some Amazon highway pegs. I did the little mirror block offs, custom Dynamics headlight, blinkers here. They're like the fog light, or the side lights. I did these little axle covers that go on the wheel there. Sorry, the bike is filthy. It's been sitting in storage, for a while, so. But yeah, I freaking love this thing. I put like 1,500 miles on it so far since I've gotten it. Done a couple little trips with it. Nothing crazy, but it's currently got 3,400 miles. And yeah, it's just an awesome bike. We got some Harley riding to do. I probably look like a goof because I got my paramotor helmet on, but it's all set up for my GoPro, and I have this microphone on it. You'll have to let me know what you guys think. Look at that freaking eagle. He's up there soaring. That's sick. You have to turn the radio down before we get demonetized. Hopefully the camera's at a good angle. So anyways, this is my third Harley, I believe. My first one I bought was an 05 Ultra Classic. Hopefully the wind noise, it's super windy today, so I don't know if, hopefully the audio is still good. But anyways, my first one was an 05 Ultra Classic, and it was just really grandpa bike feeling. But it was a good bike overall. And then I had like a huge issue with the title, so and I kept the bike for like 2 years because it had title issues. Then I finally got the title shit sorted out and I sold it. The next year I bought a 09, I think it was 07 or 09 Ultra Classic. It was blacked out and it had like little bit of motor work, little cam, but it was still a 96-inch motor, so it wasn't like fast by any means. Harleys really aren't fast, but yeah, so anyways, got rid of that thing because I don't know, they just didn't really do it for me. But I told myself if I ever buy another Harley, I gotta buy one with the new Milwaukee 8 motor, and this one has the 114 M8. I bought it completely stock, untouched, from a dealership here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. I believe I paid $26,000 for this bike, out the door. That was like with tax, title, all the shit. And the bike, when I bought it, had 2,000 miles on it. And like I said, I told myself if I do buy another Harley, I'm buying one that I really like. And this one is the one. Overall, it still has the Harley. I'm gonna stop. It still has all the good Harley feel to it. It doesn't quite have the Harley sound as like the older motors do. As you see, it doesn't shake as much. My hands are on the handlebars, and it's not shaking everything apart. But it still has good power, and it still sounds good nonetheless. yeah, so like I said, I wanted this one. I wanted a white bike, and this white really pops. It looks really good. So, and like just like the ease of use on this thing, I mean, I'm sure it's the same with all the other ones, but like I just set the cruise, dude, hands off, just cruising, shifting my weight to turn. This thing just rides itself, you know. I think there's a long joke with Harleys as they are, just feels like you're riding on a recliner, you know. Yeah, we're just going to the post office, drop off some orders, and I wanted to give you guys a little show, not a little show, a little demonstration of my Harley here. Another cool thing about this bike is it's got a 6-speed and it's got gear indicator up here. Pretty cool stuff. I don't really know what to talk about with it, but I have some plans. I have all the parts actually at home currently to do some mods to this bike. I'm going to do the Woods 22XE camshaft and Jackpot 2-into-1 header, and then I got like an air cleaner, a Dynojet Power Vision. And the only reason I'm modding this bike, it doesn't really need more power. Honestly, it doesn't. It's got a good amount of power stock. But I do think the Milwaukee 8 sounds a little bit better when it has a cam in it. And it's like, yeah, it doesn't need more power, but like just putting a cam in these engines is good for like 30 horsepower. So, I mean, if you can do a cam and pick up 30 horse on a bike, that's, I think it's a no-brainer. Just riding through downtown Oshkosh right now. 65 degrees, early March. I'll take it. I actually took a ride last week. I think I put 100 miles on, and it was like February 27th. I might insert a picture. I took a picture next to the lake. It was like 70 degrees at 10:30 in the morning. It was just unheard of. Yeah, I was hoping to maybe get some flying in tonight, but I don't know if I will be able to. You sure you can drive right in front of me? That's fine. Is that a wannabe Evo? So yeah, I don't really know what else I can say about this thing other than I love that it's got the blacked out motor stock. It's like a new theme in 2020. The Milwaukee 8 came out in, I want to say like 16 or something. And then in 2020, they blacked the motor out. So all the side covers and everything like that. It has way less chrome, which is one thing I don't really like. I know chrome, they say chrome don't get you home. Or chrome does get you home. I don't know what the fucking saying is, but that's something I'm not a super fan of. I'm not a baby boomer, so I don't really like chrome all that much. We'll crack on it here in a second. Hello. Another thing I love about this bike, though, is the factory stereo. It only has the speakers in the fairing, in the upper, you know, up by the handlebars. It doesn't have any speakers in the tour pack or in the side bags or anything. But the stereo, dude, plenty good. I have a full helmet on, and I can hear this thing clear as day. This thing actually has hearing protection on it. My helmet has hearing protection on it, and I can still hear it clear as day. Clear as day. I was thinking about getting my 360 camera on here, mounted on my handlebar or something. We're gonna go straight. We'll take the scenic road to the post office. No, I was not breaking any speed limits. I think I have a mix of what kind of bikes I like, and I feel like it's either, I don't know, I guess I like all bikes, but the Harley's a good big bike to have, just because me and Christine can take this thing out and be comfortable. Hey, how's it going there, bud? Me and Christine can take this thing out and look at the lake. Super nice day out. Love it. Yeah, me and Christine take this thing out, go for a ride, and she's comfy, I'm comfy. We can just spend some time together on the bike, and it's really cool. You can't really do that with a sport bike. Sit right there, pup. That's a nice newer bike. You see the color scheme on that one? Purple with the blacked out motor. I'm telling you guys, I feel like Harley after 2020 really started doing it right. In my opinion, they just got way more tasteful look to them, in my opinion. It just sucks the price difference between like a 15 or a 2020 is like 10 grand, but I don't know, there's just something to say about these newer gen Harleys. This used to be a Subway. Now it's XJE Kitchen. Whatever that is. I love the infotainment on this thing too. It's all touchscreen. You can, use the touchscreen here, or you can use the handlebar controls. I mainly just use the handlebar controls. So volume right here on the left, you just click it up, and then if you want to change stations or whatever, you can scroll with the thing on the right here. You guys wonder why I haven't been doing dyno videos, or haven't really been making many videos. And it's just because I'm just super swamped. It's just non-stop every single day. I don't know how many orders I'm shipping today, but it's over a dozen. And tomorrow's the same thing. It's a blessing and a curse, guys. I just don't. I've been focusing on the website because I have to. It takes all my time, honestly. The website does. So the videos I haven't been doing as many of. I haven't been tuning as many cars. I haven't been taking in as many cars to work on. Mainly because I just don't have time. But I might have some time here coming up in the next week or two, because I'm going to be sold out of injectors for probably a month, honestly. And I'm almost purposely taking a month off. I'm going to sell out of everything because I am sold out, or I'm really close to sold out. And I think I'm just going to take a couple weeks, for myself. But yeah, like I said, it's just, I love all you guys. I love all the support, but sometimes it just gets a little bit stressful, especially when people hit me up and, they're just bitching for no good reason sometimes, and sometimes they have good reason, but it's just tough. It's tough to keep up with all of it. And sometimes I compare myself to other people that have jobs and whatever, and I'm like, oh, maybe it'd be easier just to get a normal job, but I don't want to have a normal job. I like what I do. It's just, sometimes it's just too much, I don't, and then some people criticize me, and they're like, oh, maybe if you'd hit me back up, you'd sell more shit. And it's like, dude, I don't think you realize, I don't need to sell more shit. I sell enough. Alright, so we just got to the post office. I might turn the camera on for the ride home, but for now, I'm signing. Alright, I'm back. Post office was freaking packed. I don't know how the post office keeps up, man. Like, everybody bitches. I just don't know how they keep up. Pretty much everything you buy nowadays is shipped. I think they're just gonna have to start having paramotors deliver stuff, and I can fly around. Drop a package on your doorstep on my paramotor. For anybody that wants to come up here this summer, if you guys look into EAA, Experimental Aircraft Association, or whatever the hell it stands for, this is the airport they do it at. Whitman Regional. Hopefully I'll be there with the paramotor this year. Pretty stoked about it. Normally we can't fly here. I mean, we probably could, but there's just a lot of air traffic around the area, so it's tough to be able to fly out of Oshkosh Airport. Oh, look at the pupper. The puppy. Hello. At least two of them in that car. Little chilly yet today. It's like 62 or something. Hello, Pop-Up. He looks happy. Kick my feet up, put the cruise on. Probably pretty dumb to ride through town with no hands, but I feel like I can pretty easily grab the brakes if I want to or need to. And I'm always scanning constantly. Is there traffic? Is there a guy gonna run a red light here? Is there you know, anybody in the vicinity that's gonna run out in the middle of the road? Especially like corners like this one coming up here. I'm super cautious, and honestly I usually am hands-on in a situation like this because they're blind corners. Clear. Good deal. Sometimes that you know, when I was a kid, a guy ran a stop sign and T-boned me and my mom, so you never know. And like this guy's pulling out here to look. Well, I think he sees me. Here's another bike coming. Just constantly scanning, guys. Just always expect somebody to be running this intersection. Always just expect it. Don't expect other people to see you. You need to see them. That's how I ride all the time. I've lost a few friends to motorcycles, and it doesn't stop me from riding. It just makes me, I think, more aware when I am riding. So, and sometimes unexpected stuff happens that you can't really control, but we can minimize the risk by just riding a little bit smarter. No traffic left, right. Oh, never mind, there's a guy right there, but he's got a stop sign. There's a car pulling out here. You just constantly gotta be, you know, eyes peeled. So it's actually more fun getting the hell out of town, especially on a big bike, because, you know, a crash at 20 or 30 miles an hour on a big bike can be fatal, you know? Whereas if you're on like a Grom or something, I feel like you can kind of bail off of it. Where a Harley, you're kind of crashing with it. You're not really going to be able to bail off of this big old boat. So that is one inherent risk, but they are larger, so they're seen a little bit easier. But I feel like Groms and sport bikes are a little bit more, they're a little bit more forgiving in that way, where you can actually fly off of the bike in a situation which I feel like can be safer in some instances. But yeah, I mean, this thing on a country road, it's just so fucking peaceful, man. So relaxing riding this thing. It kind of sucks. I've caught myself a few times just, you know, riding in the countryside, damn near falling asleep on this thing. We're gonna get over here. There's the pum-pum. Hello. Hi, buddy. He's just out for a good old sniff. He's like, oh, what's sniffing around here? Are you in Sniff City, buddy? Sniff City? I'm talking to that dog like I talk to my kid. I'll be feeding him and then I go to burp him and I'm like, oh, we're going to Burp Town. We're gonna go to Burp City? I think it encourages him. A lot of people outside today. That's how it is in Wisconsin. You get a nice day and everybody comes outside. You know, because we're cooped up all winter. I'm not. I still get out. I just dress for the weather. People call me crazy because I paramotor when it's like 25 degrees out, but I don't know. You dress accordingly. You got good gear, good weather, cold weather gear. It ain't too bad. And then when 60-degree days come about, I'm not cold riding my Harley, you know? Where people from Florida that are used to 80 degrees all the time, if it's 60, they're fucking in their house with the heat on. So yeah, that's probably gonna do it for this one, guys. I don't know if you enjoy this type of video. Let me know down in the comments. And if you want to see more Harley content, I'm probably gonna do a build video on putting new parts on. We're probably gonna do a dyno before, put the parts on, and then do a dyno after. I don't know if I should make each video separate or if I should do one video all together where we dyno it, we take it apart, install a cam, and then put it back on the dyno all in the same video. Because I'm curious, even though sometimes I feel like those videos are kind of useless because the information is already out there. And that's discouraging with me a lot of times with YouTube, is a lot of what I do every day is regurgitated shit from somebody else. Like, I get an idea from somebody else and I do it myself. And I get help and insight from YouTube a lot of times. Like, I'll watch videos of other people putting a cam in a Harley and I'll be like, oh, I want to do that to mine. So I do it. But it makes me not want to do a video on it because there's already videos out there. You know, it's not like this new information. People have been putting cams in Harleys since before I was born, probably. Same with Honda stuff. Like, there's just so much car content out there. There's so much content out there that it's hard to grab attention from like one individual, you know, or one specific group of people. It's tough sometimes, and your content tends to get lost in the algorithm because, like I said, there's just so much content out there that it's tough to you know, kind of grasp people's attention. You know, they watch your video and they're just on to the next one, and then 5 minutes later you're forgotten about. And I'm just trying to live life to the fullest here on God's green earth, because, you know, 5 years after somebody dies, you know, you're just forgotten about. So, but anyways, like, subscribe, guys. If you give a shit, have a great night and a better tomorrow. God bless. We'll see you later.